There are many ways to define a legal entity. Different countries have different regulations and options, yet there are some commonalities. A legal entity is an organization that can exist independently from a person. There are two main types of entities: for-profit and non-profit. For-profit entities are established with the goal to generate a profit, and non-profits are established with the goal of having a specific impact. More recently, there is a third hybrid type, big corporations, that have a purpose that expands beyond profit but also includes it. In the case of for-profits, there are two main types of legal entities: people-based and capital-based. The main differences between them lie in the way ownership of the firm is defined and the implications of such ownership over the decisions made by the firm. This is actually a paradigm, as firms don't make decisions, people do. The structure of the business represents the way we, the society, accept those responsible and accountable for the firm's decisions in legal terms. Owners of people-based companies are called partners and are linked to its brand name. For example, when hiring a law firm, a doctor, a consultant, or a hairdresser, the company's value is tied to the owner's reputation. It is hard to introduce and remove owners in people-based businesses. In some cases, strict quality control measures are implemented to ensure quality. This is the case of highly specialized service companies, law firms, consultants, accounting firms, and so forth, where only a few individuals are considered partners. Equity in people-based firms is usually called participation, and the law in most countries limits the power of capital in lieu of the power of people's decisions. Major decisions such as direction, strategy, and changes in ownership in people-based firms are usually agreed upon by consensus. In the case of capital-based firms, the value of the company is not linked to individuals but to the capital invested, and the equity is referred to as stock or shares. Capital was assumed to be financial capital or cash, but it could also be human capital, social capital, and intellectual capital. Unlike people-based companies, capital-based companies can be managed by a team that might not be related to the owners. Owners of capital-based companies are called shareholders and are represented by board members or directors. The ownership of the company is distributed in the form of shares with different power or seniority. These companies can sell pieces of their ownership, the so-called shares, with relative ease. The same applies for the owners of the shares. They are usually easy to transfer. Shares provide rewards in two forms. They increase in value, also referred to as capital appreciation, or, in the case of losses, depreciation, and they generate dividends. The change in value is determined when the shares are bought and sold. The dividends are the result of the distribution of the company's profits. If we make an analogy with a real estate property, a house, the change in value considers the difference between the purchasing and selling price, and the dividends represent the profits from the rental income. Some countries allow hybrid companies to exist. They have both people and capital-based structure. These are called limited partnerships, where part of the firm is held with people-based rules and part with capital-based rules.